wanted to share with you the techniques of what it takes to get more. And I'm not just talking more money. I'm talking about better relationships. I'm talking about better credit. I'm talking about better professions, anything you want to do in your career. So this is going to be a shift, what's up, that you get to at least take a look and see what needs to be done to be intentional about getting closer to the things that I need. And tonight's topic is really just going to be some steps that you can start taking going into a brand new month, that you can really be intentional so that you can establish a purposeful routine. All right. Anyone can just say anything, but you have got to really learn the posture of belief. And once you learn the power of believing something, you're going to be able to see things and feel things and experience things in a whole different type of way. So I want to make sure that we are going through this all together, because as we go through a brand new year, it doesn't matter what the year is, the game is still the same. It's still the same, the intention is still the same, and we need to make sure that we are coming into it with no issues. Now, we can talk recession, we can talk about the price of blueberries going up, it doesn't matter. I want you to be prepared. I want you to be totally prepared when it comes to anything that is out there. Prices of homes are going up, no problem. I got enough. You've got the magnitude of making sure you've got what it takes to make all of this happen. Are we ready? Are we ready? All right, we're good to go. All right, can everybody hear me okay? All right, awesome. Hey, Zania. All right, so let's get things moving. Again, if you guys are on Instagram, come on over. The link is in the bio right there. It's pinned. So if you want to come on over to join the live discussion. I love talking about intention, because it's one thing where you have a lot of people that wake up and then just do their thing. Okay, you just hope that today is going to work out. And that's not the way you really want to set and be intentional about your walk. And I want you to put you in the power of what it's going to look like to be able to manifest anything and anyone that you want. No, we're not talking any witchcraft, or we're not talking anything but like that. But I want to make sure that you understand how you have the power here and the power in your mouth, because everything that you speak has life. Everything that you speak has life. So what's the definition of manifesting? Manifest is a clear or obvious to the eye or mind. I can manifest a mess if I really want to, right? And here's an example. If I'm going to drive downtown in DC, we know how traffic and parking is at a minimum. So let's just say I am driving downtown, and the one thing I keep saying to myself is, I know I'm not going to find any parking. Has anybody ever done that? I know I'm not going to find any parking. It's going to be packed. It's going to be freezing. All of those things that we say, do you understand that your mind is like, cool, that's what it's going to be. That no parking. We're going to make sure she goes around the block at least 12 times. No parking. Okay, so if you take a look at that type of approach, how can I address that any different? Well, I could be driving down Route 50 and I could say, I'm going to find parking. I have already found parking. That is manifesting already before you even got to your destination. It's clear or obvious to the mind what you plan to do. You know how we go places, my folks in the room, when we go places, then we say, this person better not be in my seat when I get to the movies. They better not be in my seat. We wish, right? We wish. No, you don't want to wish. You don't want to hope. You don't want to, I'm going to see what happens. You want to go with the intention, that parking space is mine. I see it clearly. It's already mine. And by the time you get down to DC, it's very funny. There is the space right there in front of the venue. Right here. You did that. Okay. You can create a mess if you want. children with parents as well. And I'm kind of going in on the parents for a second. If you're manifesting anything on the negative, then that's going to manifest in their life in some type of way, whether it's now or later. You're not big enough. You're not tall enough. You're not white enough. You're not brown enough. Your credit score is not high enough. Do you understand that all of these things that we say are being deposited into someone's life, whether it's good or bad? You'll never get that job. All that is programming. And I look at programming like the keyboard. And all it is you telling that person what they're not going to do. You're manifesting that in their life. So be super careful when you're around people and you hear those negative type words. Because now that you've been on here and you are aware, you're going to shake off some of these people who you thought were your friends, you thought were family, and who had your backs. They don't. So you might lose some people when you go through this exercise, all right? The goal of manifesting is to create something or turn something from an idea into reality. So what that looks like is I am looking to take something from the supernatural in my mind and to take it to the natural. Here's an example of that. When you have a vision board, okay? A vision board is clearly pictures, images of something. Right? And you sit there and look at that vision board like, that's my house, that's my car, that's my family, that's where we're moving, okay? You're taking something from the supernatural that is not here yet. It's not here yet. It's here. It's here. But all you have is a picture of that house. Whenever I'm helping someone purchase a home, that is guaranteed that we do that board. I'm not going anywhere until that's done, because you know why? If that spiritual work is not done, when we go out looking at homes, it's going to be super hard, super difficult to get things done. Why are we missing out on 10 offers? Because you're not doing the work. What? How did I miss out on that good deal? I thought I was the one in line to get that, because you're not doing the work at home, or you're surrounded by someone that is manifesting negativeness in you. Okay, girls, guys, let's just put it out there. When you have somebody that you sleep with on a regular basis, you want something, they don't, but they're just in it for the ride to keep you along. Have you ever noticed a shift in energy? When you want to go out and get something, you're like, man, that costs too much money. Man, I don't think you should get it now. You ever had that experience before? Okay. That right there is not the energy that you're looking for. You have to be super careful of who is manifesting around you, because if that person, let's just say that husband or girlfriend, boyfriend, husband or wife, let's just say wifey is out with me purchasing a home, and husband, you know, he's self-employed, couldn't get too much stuff together quite on the credit report. So he's like not on the loan. He's not on the loan. So when wifey is going out and she's out with me looking at properties and she's like, I love this, I love this. What do you think he's doing? He's being a little hater in the background. I don't know about these baseboards over here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who put this house together. You're gonna find that. Ari, Alicia.
Yes, we've been through that.
I've been through that with a lot of couples, and I can tell the energy shift immediately, and I can tell who does a vision board and I can tell who doesn't. And sometimes I just want to say, keep that person at home, but at home, that person is still with that person. So what I'm saying is, whatever, if you haven't done it already, and I'll show you mine shortly, do a vision board for yourself, please. The clients that don't do the vision boards, I can tell. I can clearly tell who doesn't do it. Because the energy is off. We take too long to buy a house, and we're just out too long. I can tell. So definitely the goal of manifesting is to create something in your mind first. Think about a child. For many of you who have children, you do this very well. Exactly, Zania. They'll find fault in it because they don't want you to move ahead. That's a whole nother story, but you got to focus on what is for you. So the vision board, I'll share with you a little bit when I started that in 2010 and how things started to manifest because I focused on it. I looked at it every damn day and I'm like, that house is mine. I imagine myself in that house. Same thing with what you can do is when children are 4 years old, 5 years old, when they're running around the house and they've got multiple outfits on, they're layered up, right? They're going to have a tiara. Let's say a little girl had a tiara on. She had cowboy boots on, a tutu, and she's pushing a shopping cart all around the living room, dining room, kitchen, right? And you're like, what are you? Who are you? And you're asking these questions because as a parent, you don't know. That child is manifesting who they want to be. That child is living in their truth. At that moment, they are living in their truth of, I'm a ballerina. I'm a ballerina. How could you not see that? They believe it. They've manifested exactly who they are. So day in and day out, lunch, dinner, breakfast, they're sitting in that same outfit all day long until you take it away to wash it. And typically, most children are at that creative space until about the age of 25 in life. And at the age of 25, most people lose that creativity. Why? Because reality hits. They've got bills now. They've got people in their ear. They've got jobs they've got to go to, right? So then that dream starts to diminish. Oh, your credit's not good enough. Oh, you're not qualified for this job. That's when that part of the programming starts in someone's life. It's typically around that time that they get a job. Oh, you can't get this car. Your credit score is not high enough. All right, you see where I'm going with this? So all of these things that you say are being programmed into your mindset. All the things that your parents have told you or your employers have told you, that's just another way of programming into your brain that is true. You have to be able to decipher and move that away from truth or not. And when children are living in their truth, don't get mad at them. The ones who get mad now, we look at them in the grocery store. Okay, why did this little girl come out in tap dance shoes and a tutu come into Target? You're almost mad, right? You're like, why would they let this child come out in this store with tap dance shoes on? You know what? That parent is just like, I want my child to live their truth. I don't want any restrictions, and I don't want to manifest something negative in her or him to restrict them further in life. So it's funny to us now and it's weird to us, but in actuality, I'm freaking jealous. I want to walk around in a tutu. I want to put a Hulk Hogan suit on for real, but we have to make sure that we get back to being in that childlike posture. So if you're with me on that part, if you can do that, I want you to put that in the chat box as far as childlike. I didn't say childish, I said childlike. And when you're in that posture, you remember how fun and energetic things were to be, just to be. You're not worried about what they say. You're not worried about how that's going to look. You got it? So remember that, especially those that have children and those who have spouses, speak life. Speak life into that individual. Because if you're not, you're destroying them. You're destroying them. In some kind of capacity, it's destroying them, okay? All right, good, we got it. All right, so the lady that's in front of you, my name is Lorie Woodruff. I am a business coach. I do work with real estate agents and entrepreneurs to market their brand. So how that looks is I make sure that you look amazing online and to make sure that you're making all the money that you deserve. So that's been the last 10 years of being a business coach. I've been a real estate agent for 22 years and loving it. And it's gotten to the point now where, because I know how to manifest certain clients into my life, I'm not worried about, oh, I got this person. Oh, I have amazing clients because I manifested exactly who I'm looking for. And you can do that too in your business. I've authored two books down there, and countless ebooks as far as marketing, business, and credit repair. So those are the things I do to make sure that I'm pouring back into each and every one of you, just to be a blessing to help strengthen what you need to get done in your space. All right. Now, I wanted to leave you a picture of what my vision board looks like. And in 2000, this is just part of it. In 2010, I started doing my first vision board. And I don't remember how it all started, but I started it with that pink board that you see here. I actually have two boards now that are taped together. So the first board started, and how it started was, I remember sitting on the floor, I had some stickers, and I started putting some words together. And at the top, you see the word love, God, pray, read, and teach. Family is over here to the side. In that particular time of my life, I was going through depression. And I believe this was the time that I needed to get this done. I was going through depression and I didn't know what the hell was going on with me. I thought I just needed a pill to make it go away. And at this time, this was my happy place so that I can find out, what is it going to take for me to focus on what needs to get done next? So love was the first thing. Okay, I don't know why this was in this particular sequential order, but I put it in this order. As I look back over it, this is the way things started to unfold in my life. So I started to learn how to love myself. Put that up there. I found God. I started to pray and read and learn the Bible more, and then now teaching. So as I look at this every day, I just laugh a little bit because I'm like, God put those stickers in my hand and made sure that I put it in that sequential order for a reason, because that was the way that it was supposed to go. Then I just started, these are not the same pictures and images that I've had for years, but these are the pictures that I put on. And then for something that has been already done or completed in my life, I've taken it off and replaced it with something else. All right. So here, what I would start doing is I would put these images together. You see, there's a picture of a Porsche right here. There's a picture of a house. There's a floor plan right here. Here's a condo with the address written on it. When I was going to move to Texas, these were images that I took from the floor plans when I wanted to move to Texas, but that's not what I'm doing in Texas anymore. I don't live in Texas. I live in Maryland. So these were the houses that I had. So as I got down below, I wanted to show you something. Hopefully it doesn't mess up, because I want to show you a little bit further down on here. I want to show you the rest of the vision board from the Porsche down. All right. The house that I'm in right now is 2019. You didn't work. It didn't work. Okay. It didn't work. The house that I'm in right now, I moved in here in 2019 with a lease with option to buy. I had to work on my credit. So that's the reason why I did a lease first, so I can buy it. Okay. So I'm just giving you the drill of how manifestation works. And I'll give you a clear example of how that worked. There's a community on this side of 301, and there's another one on the other side of 301. I took pictures of floor plans of this house that I'm in right now. And I also have pictures of the images. I'll just show you guys this one here. Maybe this will be better. Can you see this? You can see it on the page.
Yes.
Okay, so here's the picture right here of the floor plan of the house that I'm in right now. This was new construction, and I'm like, these houses are kind of expensive. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna be here, but I like it. So I clipped out the floor plan of the first floor. The pictures right here to the right of it was the pictures from the community that I thought I was going to move into. So those were pictures across the street. So guys, what I would do every other week, because I lived really close, my apartments were across the street, I would purposely drive across the street to that neighborhood that I thought I was going to move to, and I would just drive around. And I'm just like, I don't know which house I'm gonna be in, but what attracted me most was the fact that these townhomes had decks off of the master bedroom. So because of that, I'm like, I don't know anywhere else that has this, so I like these. So I started driving in the neighborhood, and then all of a sudden, my lease was about to renew. And I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it. Y'all are jacking the rent up. Let's go. As a real estate agent, I can look at anything I want. So I started taking a look at prices of houses, and I'm like, I like this community. Let me go over to it. Now, the vision board is something I look at every day, but it wasn't clicking to me. Ladies and gentlemen, as soon as I drove over to the neighborhood that I'm in right now, opened the door, stood in the foyer, and I was just like, it's like I've been here before. I felt like I've been here before. So I walked in the living room, and I'm like, ooh, I like everything about this. Now, of course, I saw the pictures online, but for me to experience it walking in there was a total different experience. When I walked in the kitchen, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's cowboy blue in here. And I actually like it. Like it looks good. And when I went upstairs, I saw the deck off the master bedroom. I'm like, I love everything about this house. Put an offer on it. It got accepted. It wasn't until 2 weeks later that I was looking back at my vision board, and I just started busting out crying. That same house that I had put on my vision board that I thought I could not afford, Jasmine, that I thought I could not afford, which was right here, is the exact same house that I wrote and got the offer accepted on. What? So I'm like, I already created it a year before I got it. So I don't know what that time looks like for each and every one of you, but this is the reason why you may think you're moving over here, but God says, I just want you to do the spiritual work. No problem. You keep doing the work, but I got you over here. No worries. Don't worry about it. You just focus on what's in front of you. So if you haven't done a vision board yet, or you need to enhance it, this will be the time this weekend that you want to go out. You want to get to your printer, go to your job with permission, and just cut out, go to google.com and then just put in images of what you're looking for so you can get specific on what you want. All right. So even with this was the house right here I thought I was going to move to, right here to the right. But when I look at this, down to the closet, down to the refrigerator, is the exact same house I manifested a year before I actually got it. So I say all that just to share with you, do not take your attention off what is here and in here. Don't worry about what the loan officer says. Don't worry about what your cousin says. Don't worry about that. You have to focus on what is for you, and you already see it. And everything right now, as I said, you're going in with intention. I knew that house was mine. Okay, so everything else, the car is mine, the backyard, the pool is mine, the marriage is mine. Everything that you're looking for, write it, put it on the vision board. All right, are we ready? Entrepreneurs, content creators, I've got something just for you. Now, I've been hearing a little bit of buzz around town that you're having a little bit of complication with social media. It's not browsing and looking at content. You're having some complications with posting on your own page. I've got you covered. I want to be able to help. So I've created Unleash the Post. These are done for you posting so that you can copy and paste the content right onto your own Facebook, Instagram page so that you can create more engagement. get more followers, and definitely get more sales. Now, I'm running just a special just for you, $1. $1, give us a try for 1 week, and you'll be able to take a look and see if this is going to work out for you. So for 1 week, it's only $1. If you plan to continue with us, $49 every single month, and you'll get the emails delivered to you once a week. If not, no obligation. You gave it a try. Nope, no obligation. But make sure you check out Unleash the Post, and we'll make sure that your postings stay fresh on your page every single week. Now, let's get back to the episode. Cousin Jay, are we ready? I've got 5 things I need to share with you that's going to take you to a whole new level of how you can manifest. If you do these on a daily basis, then you will see changes starting this week. I promise you. This is not witchcraft. This is not anything like that, but this is the secret to what I've been doing since 2010. Every day, I'm not letting up. So let's talk about number one. Number one is going to be every day. Well, right now in your notebook, this is what you want to write out. I want you to write out your income beginning today. And do it in a monthly goal. Write out your income goal beginning today. And how you're going to write it out, you're going to be so crystal clear and specific. Like Jasmine, when we were talking earlier today, you don't just get in a car and just say, well, let's just go. The car doesn't know where the hell to go. You got to put in GPS, or you just know from memory where you're going, but you've got to tell the universe, AKA your God, what am I looking for? So it can find me. So here's the thing. You want to get a notebook and you just want to write it. This is the notebook. I have tons of notebooks for the last couple of years. Tons of them. And I'll share with you what I put in here every day so you can do the same. Well, right now, I want you to write out, what is your goal beginning today? Is it 50,000 a month, Jasmine? Is it 20,000 a month? Is it 10,000? Okay, but I want you to be crystal clear with it. I am depositing $10,000 into my Navy Federal checking account today. You write that out. Okay, write that out. What's not written down won't happen. So let's be intentional with this. All right. Does everyone have the amount that they are writing on their sheet? How much are you? What is your focus on the month? Let me hear it. Unmute yourself so I can share with me what you got going on. How much are you depositing into your account today? Keisha, Jasmine, Gary, what's your number? Zania, thank you. Jasmine, 5,000. Gary is 20,000. Is that what you wrote down? Is that what you wrote down? You got to write the whole sentence out. I am depositing $10,000 into what account? Okay. Navy, Chase. You got to be crystal clear. We're like, where's the money deposited to? Because if you just say, I want to make money, well, somebody could give you $2.50. Absolutely great. And that's money. Perfect. Gary, you said 20? Okay. Oh. So in your Navy Federal account, Zania, you got $25,000 coming into it. Keisha, you've got $10,000 going into Bank of America. Keisha, 10,000. Okay. Gary's got 20,000. Now I'm about to shake you up a little bit here. Double that number. Scratch it out, and double it, please. Because I don't believe that God is giving you a limitation in $5,000 increments. I really don't believe that. You gave yourself that limit. So double it. Double it. And I want you to feel uncomfortable about that. That's good. I want you, because that means it's for you. That means it's for you. Okay. Did we double it? Because we don't have 10,000 on the paper no more. We don't have 5,000 on the paper anymore. We don't have 20,000 on there. We have $40,000 that we're looking for every month. I love it. Thank you, Lenise. So that's stretching you right there, because if you don't believe that, Cousin Jay, if you don't believe 20,000 is for you, then it's not coming. So like I said, the first method is believing that it's already yours. Trust and believe. I want you to think about all of us are beings in this world, right? So if I just took $10,000, $20,000, do you believe that there's other people making more than $20,000 a month? Do you think so? Do you think that there's people making $50,000 or more every month, living their best life? So why are you limiting yourself? The first step is believing. So I need you to believe and not worry about, well, where the hell is that going to come from? There's no lack. The only lack is us telling ourselves, well, I'm gonna just do 5,000 this month, or I'm gonna just do 7,200. That's enough, because I just want to cover the bills and cover some new bubble gum that I'm looking for. Some blueberries. All right. So I'm looking for that kind of increase. So once you feel that, you should feel big on the inside. You should feel that bigness and say, look, God, I don't know how, but look, Lorie said, I got to focus on what I want and when I want it. You, God, will focus on how it's going to get to me. So how it's going to come to you is going to be people. It's going to be resources. It's going to be those magical phone calls that happen, that email that just popped in at the right time. That's going to be your how. So don't focus on how it's going to be delivered to you. It's coming. Just know it's coming. Okay. All right. At least we know. So you've got your number. You've got it figured out. My number is $50,000 a month, and I have it on my screensaver. So I see it every freaking day I pick up my phone. I'm making $50,000 a month. That's on my screensaver. And it should be on yours as well. All right, let's keep it going. Number 2, we're talking about ways to manifest more money into your life. Number 2, I want you to write give, do, and buy. Give, do, and buy. I want you to write that down in vertical, just like it is right here. All right, so give 10%. Who are you going to give 10% to? You're making $50,000 a month. You're making $20,000 a month. Now give, because you can't sow anything. You can't reap anything if you're not sowing anything. You can't ask for something and you ain't giving nothing. I promise you that. So if there's a seed that can be dropped in, that's your 10%. That's 10% to a nonprofit. That's 10% to a women's shelter. That's 10% to the person groceries that you want to take care of for the month in front of you or back of you. 10% could go to a church. 10% could go to the men's shelter. Give 10%. Who are you going to give 10% to? Because I guarantee you, we can't just have our hands out and expect it to come. We got to give to receive. You got to give in order to receive. Do. What are you going to do with the money? What are you going to do with the money? Are you going to save it, invest it? That's what I have. I have save it and invest it. So if you had that 20,000, Gary, if you got that 10,000, Jasmine, what are you going to do with the money? Save, invest. And then the last part of that is, what are you going to buy? When you're making that kind of money per month, what are you going to buy? I would too. Where you give doesn't matter. Just want you to give. Get into that posture of giving. Thank you. I love it, Zania. I remember the very first time that I did this exercise. 2017, a girl was broke, rent due every single month. Oh my God damn it, it's due again. and I'm still past due. 2017, I'm living my best life. Apartment looked great. My car was chilling. I was doing pretty good, but self-employed, I wasn't where I was right now doing the same streams of income. So I called one of my very good friends and I said, I'm broke and I need some money. He wasn't trying to have me have a pity party at all. He said, you know what you have to do? You have to give more. I was like, give what? I don't have anything to give. He's like, you've got to focus on how many people can you help rather than focus on, I need 10,000 a month. You need 20,000 a month. You got to shift the way that you think. So here's how that worked. So if I was at that time, let's say looking for $10,000 a month, all right? What he was sharing with me was, you need to help X amount of people so that they can be changed. And then you would get by default to the $10,000 a month. I'm still broke. Change your way of thinking, Lorie, because if you're focusing on just, I need the money, it's not going to come. It's not going to come. I promise you, it's not going to come. So focus on how many lives can I change, and then $10,000 will come. How many lives can I change today? That's all. And that's all. He got off the phone with me quickly. He wasn't trying to let me stay in that mode. He said, do the spiritual work. And from that point, I'm like, all right, got it. Chanel Cooper Sykes is one of my top women that I followed on YouTube from 2009. Chanel Cooper Sykes, follow her on YouTube. And she is the queen of manifesting, and she shows you how to do it. So, all right, here she goes. Take $5 minimum. And even if you don't have any money, do $4 or $3, but do what you can, if not more. And she said, what's going to happen is, in this posture of giving, I want you to give freely to someone. And I'm like, I don't have the money to give. So how am I supposed to do this? I Cash App someone. I just went through my phone. 1, 2, 3. I just did a random. I was like, all right, the person I landed on, I called them up, first of all, just to chat with them a bit. And I said, do you have Cash App? And I didn't want it to be, I didn't want to make it weird, but I wanted just to make sure that my money wasn't just going into a black hole, and it wasn't going into their negative account also. Do you have Cash App? Got it. Okay, cool. So I got off the phone. I Cash App that person $10, like $10 or $12. I was real close to my ending balance, y'all. I was real close to my ending balance. As soon as I sent that Cash App out, I dropped to the floor. And I have never experienced that type of overwhelming love that went through me. That was a powerful move. So because I got into the posture and I was obedient to give, rent was taken care of within that week. I didn't have any other issues that week dealing with money. So when you get away from doing this and just saying, well, all I have is $400 in my account, how the hell am I supposed to help you? Give 200 of it away and watch what happens to you. It will happen. You've got to plant the seed. That's it. You've got to plant the seed so that you can reap the benefits. But how you have to start thinking of, I don't want just the money. You've got to focus on how many more people can I get into houses with my knowledge? How many more pre-approved people can I work with this week? How many more clients can I attract to my business this week? And you write it out. As long as you did number one, you've done the visual. Number two, you're going to give 10% to someone, some organization. You've already told the universe what you're going to do with it. And then the last thing is, what are you going to buy? What are you going to buy? Before you can buy anything, you've got to understand the dynamics of budgeting. So you can't just, if I made 20,000, that doesn't mean, oh, I can spend 18,000 off the top. Nah, let's make sure that we've got some things here. Take a screenshot of this right here. Are you spending at least 25 to 35% first? Are you investing at least 15 to 20% first? Meaning, are you paying yourself? Because when we get paid, we're like, got the money, pew, got to pay this one, this thing came up, and we forget about paying ourselves first. So I'm talking about pay yourself first, 15 to 20% off the break. We'll do a whole nother budgeting class. I do want to do a bonus class about this next week. Today I thought was the last day, but I'm going to do one more next week. And it's all going to be about goal setting and budgeting going into 2023. So before you start just buying stuff, make sure that you've got your savings done first. Got it? Number 3, this is a major one. We're talking about ways of how to manifest more money into your life. If you're looking on Instagram or on Wisdom, tap the link in the right here, just right here on the bottom, in the bio, and come on over and register, because I've got visuals and you can get the replay of what we're doing. Number 3 is start or expand a new stream of income with a minimum of $1,000. There's no need for anybody on earth right now to say, I ain't got it. There's too many opportunities that are out here right now for someone to say, I need more money. Now, you could need more money. Yes, you're going to attract that. You've got it. Money is flowing to you. You're attracting money to you. But there needs to be at least one more stream of income that has to flow. And if you do have a side business, a side hustle, whatever you want to call it, if you have a part-time business as well, why not expand it? If you have a Shopify store, maybe you can add some more products to it. If you have some businesses already, maybe you should get some affiliate links so that you can get more money into your business. By helping more people, you're getting more money. So let's start or expand a new stream of income with a minimum of $1,000. Guys, my calendar is already sketchy for this week. I have appointments already lined up with entrepreneurs who are like, I need help with this. This is the main thing I talk to and coach about. I had one coaching session today and I gave him 2 streams of income for his brokerage, real estate brokerage. You want to do it or not? It's not a problem, but I just gave you 2 streams of income just by me talking to you in 15 minutes. So if that's something that you need help with, like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. Well, first we need to figure out your purpose. That purpose finder is in my link. You can find that. It's a free quiz. And this quiz is going to help you discover what your purpose is. So on my link when we finish up, I will make sure that you get that, because if you can fill this out, what do I love to do? Answer 5 questions, 5 answers. What am I good at? 5 answers. What is important to me? Another 5 answers. And what am I born to do? Some people get really stuck on this form, but I need you to get stuck, but I need you to finish it, because this will help you discover what you're supposed to be doing. So I can't, like, what Beverly may be gifted to do may not be the same thing that Gary's gifted to do. So this has got to be done first, so we can kind of figure out, well, what did God say that you're supposed to be doing? Not, what your cousin said. We need to figure out what you're supposed to be doing. And that way we can get a little bit closer to relating something that works for you. Okay. So minimum of $1,000. I started a new business. I bought a Shopify store. I bought another one. I had my own, the Unleashed collection, but I went and took a course. And that was actually $9.97 that I paid for that course. She was actually on the podcast. She was on this show about 2 months ago. And I actually executed on what she was talking about. She was talking about how you can acquire a business. And so I took the course and I figured out how I could acquire an online business that was already in profit. So that I purchased that in October. Now I'm like, well, that thing is running by itself pretty much. That one's already making the money. So I need something else. So I'm in the process of looking right now of another platform that I'll share with you guys a little bit later, if that is something that you wanted to look into. This business is more digital. This business that I got into now is all about a business suite for entrepreneurs. So just imagine you've got an entire platform of marketing systems, videos, personal development trainings, and you've got the ability to have customized websites, logos, funnels, all in there. And that allows you to not only utilize that service, but other entrepreneurs, you can sell it to them and get full commissions on. Commissions ranging from $30 all the way up to $2,000. So if that's something that may be in alignment where you're like, I don't want anything to do with people outside, but I do like the internet and I want to be able to help more entrepreneurs grow, cool. We'll talk about this on our call. All right. So I'm getting in the trenches of learning that, but I want you to think about the climate that we're in right now. Recession, I don't even use that word, but they say that we're in a recession. You've got inflation going on, and then you've got a business suite that fixes every entrepreneur. From the time that you get an LLC, just imagine everything that you could use, from health, from marketing, how to get your website together, how to get your logo, all of that's included. And then when it's offered to someone else, you can get up to $2,000 in commission. So, hey, Jania, then just schedule a time with me. Did you get the chance? Money planted. Barrington, what did you say? Did you go get the chance? So, say that one more time and I'm gonna come back to that answer. All right, so the stream of income that I have is real estate, the consulting business, the Shopify store, the e-commerce store, the second one I just got. So that's 4 streams of income. Then in that Shopify, I'm including my ebooks and courses in there. That's 4 streams of income. I want you to ask yourself, how many do I have? And don't focus on what I need. I just want you to focus on what do I enjoy doing? And then those will come at the right time. Okay, so all we're doing is getting prepared. We are on number 4. And again, if this is something that you wanted to talk with me more about, my schedule is filling up this week, because this right here is a hot topic that a lot of you need to know about and are asking me about. That is the whole that's the blessing that I go for. So let's just make sure we're keeping things moving along on how you can keep manifesting more. Barrington, ask me that one more time. Just want to make sure I got it clear. Okay, the link is in the bio, 15 minutes. That's all we need to get started. Next, number 4. This is going to be a fun one for you to do, is this is going to be a rant that you get to do in the morning and in the afternoon. So how does that look? The more I have, the more I can give. So in the morning, if you need to set your schedule up where you have an alarm set for 8:30 in the morning, 7:30, whenever you get up, and then let's just say one around lunchtime, just for 5 minutes, I need you to rant about this. The more I have, the more I can give. The more I have, the more I can give. That's it. You can go take a shower and just rant that. 5 minutes, that's it. The more I have, the more I can give. The more I have, the more I can give. That's what you want to say, because now you are letting yourself manifest the more and understand clearly, the more I have, the more I can give. There's zero doubt here. We're not going into this with any kind of doubt on, I don't know where the money's coming from. You don't worry about that. Remember, the how is up to God. We're just focusing on what do I want and when do I want it? I want $25,000 a month and I want it deposited into my Navy Federal checking account today. So if you got a check of $200 unexpectedly, are you going to be excited about that? Hell yeah. If you got that. Now, there was a time I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna see how far I was writing this, because this is a clear example of how this works. In my book, I have been writing $55 million that I'm receiving. And it wasn't until October, let me go back to September. I don't know why I switched it up. I have been putting, I'm going to receive $55 million today in my Chase business account. Something told me to change it up. In September, it's crazy how this works. I didn't even put it all together to just now. September 21st, I switched it to receive and deposit $55,000 today in my checking account. Why did I switch that? God told me to put pen in hand and change it to $55,000. September 21st. Got it. So in the month of October, I received a total of $60,000. There it was. I received $25,000, then another one for $35,000. I received $60,000. And again, just like the house situation, when I had the house, the floor plan on my vision board, I had already visually been there. I had already manifested, it's already done. How I got to October and got those monies deposited, I was like, I forgot until I had a conversation with my girlfriend the other day. And I'm like, damn it, I need to up my money. I need to up my intention. $60,000 was deposited. So God gave me a bonus. He gave me an extra $5,000. How that works is because I kept writing it every day and I kept looking at it and believing it's already mine. I'm not worried about where it's coming from. You got me? You guys understand? Are we feeling the direction, how the shift has to change as far as there's no doubt. There's zero doubt. Okay. And the last number 5 is give at least $5 each day. Give. This is not the 10%. This is the $5. Now my goals are at $1 million. So I upped it. Yeah, 1 million. We're at 1 million now. So that's what my daily goal is now. Not daily goal, but that's what I put on here is how much I'm receiving in my Chase business checking account. And I say today, every day, I say I receive $1 million today in my Chase business checking account. That's what I wanted. If I don't get any money today, I know that it's coming. The universe is sending me resources that I can't see. I can't see the loan officer approving my loan. I can't see the Experian raising my credit score. I can't see that person who's got a deposit for me coming to want to work with me. I can't see that until it actually happens in the natural. So we're focusing on the supernatural gifts that you have to talk, rant, believe, and give so that you can get what you need. You tracking me? Right, Cousin Shay? You're tracking me. I got the money I planted. Exactly. Right, Barrington. I got what I was looking for. I put the seed in and I did the spiritual work every day. When there's no customers calling me on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, I'm still in faith that I wrote it down. It's coming. I just I feel like they're out in traffic. They're waiting to come to me. And that's how you should figure your goals are out there. As long as you believe it, you're looking at it, you're infatuated, you're relentless about it. You know that it's coming. You don't know the dates, but you're looking at it. So in the supernatural, you believe it's already done. Just like that little kid running around with the shopping cart and the tiara and the dress on. They believe what they believe. You've got to believe without a shadow of a doubt that money is yours. That house is yours. That relationship is yours. You got it? And that's how you can bring these things because you deposited it. The last thing for you to manifest more money into your life, number 5, is give at least $5 every single day. And this goes in, remember when I fell to the floor, right? 2017, broke, didn't have the money, but I gave $10 to someone. She calls me and she said, how did you know? How did you know I needed lunch money today? I bawled out. I didn't know. And I'm like, this is what it feels like to give. I'm like, oh my gosh. I go to Dunkin' Donuts almost every morning for coffee, right? Now I do for the last couple of months. And I've noticed a trend in Starbucks and in Dunkin' Donuts. I'm in the drive-thru. I go to pay for my coffee. The cashier says, it's already been paid for. I get that often. So my turn, I do it for the car behind me. And I get excited about giving because I know what I just did for that person. I don't even want to see their face. I don't want them to, hey, take it back. I'm glad we're in the drive-thru because I can just drive off and I know I've deposited a seed and something is going to sow later. Something is going to reap later. And I'm happy with that. So give at least $5 a day. Everyone pretty much has Zelle or access to Cash App. You can do that too. Be a cheerful giver. Do it. And remember that money will come back tenfold. Who knows? You could have a credit on your BG&E bill. It's going to come back to you some kind of way. But as long as you carry, let's just say I've got my last $100 bill and you carry it and you're just like, nope, this is it. I'm not giving up nothing. I need this for my bills. God is looking at us saying, got it. So when you need to come to me for when you want this, you want me to get this person off your back, when you want me to ease up traffic, oh, you want me to open up my hands, but your hands are all balled up when it's time for you to give. So when it's time to give, I want you to give it freely and just know I'm going to bless this $100 and whatever it's going to do for this next person that I'm going to give it to. I pray that it feeds them. I hope that it takes care of them and let it go. Let it go. Don't sit there and be like, God damn it, I need the money. Zero doubt. Give it because you're going to have that moment. I had a back and forth with my best friend. I randomly gave her $20. She gave it right back to me. I'm like, you are not going to mess up my blessing. You're not going to block my blessing, girl. And I'm like, well, I don't want to block her blessing. So she gave it back to me. But in most cases, when I give the money, someone is calling me or texting me back and just grateful. How did you know I needed this? It came at the right time. So just say lunch money. Get yourself some coffee. Whatever you can do, it's $5. Okay. So those are the 5 things. You all got the secrets of what it takes to manifest money and opportunities closer to you. These are the habits that you've got to create this consistency. This flow has to happen every single day. And it's not like, okay, I'm gonna do it December 1st. And then when I ask you about it later, you're like, you know what? I need to get back to doing that. Unlike physical exercises where it's going to take you to put clothes on, get ready, here you just got to be mentally ready and excited to do the spiritual work of what you already know it's for me. These are creating habits to maintain a consistent, happy, and profitable daily workflow for you. How am I happy every day? Am I lazy sometimes? Yes. When I go upstairs, am I just going to crash and I'm not in this mode every moment. But in order to create that natural happy, if you did everything 1 through 5 that we did on a daily basis, you're going to be powerful. You're going to be powerful. Read these goals at least twice a day. The rants, you're doing, morning and afternoon, but the goal list is something separate. So in the morning, I have a separate journal I've shared with many of you before. This is the journal book that I started years ago, and I have them all around the house. Bob Proctor did this event, and I have always done it, and it goes in relation to The Secret, the movie. If you haven't watched The Secret, the movie, it's an amazing movie that will shift your way of how you can attract things to you and attract people to you. When I started in the morning, what I would do is I would write out 5 things of what I plan to do today. And number 1 is be happy. You know how many unhappy people there are in this world? A lot. A whole lot. So guard yourself spiritually. Be happy, loving, rich. Be happy, loving, and rich. That's my number 1. Number 2, receive $1 million today in my Chase business account. Number 3, complete loan approval today. I'm going through some business loan approval, so that was my process to get that done. Number 4, create marketing for this business that I was doing. And then number 5, purchase my DC home today. I don't have a DC house right now. I'm in Maryland, but I'm putting it on here, purchase my DC home today. You got it? So what that's telling the universe is, oh, you want a house in DC. Okay, well, let me start making sure that I got all the resources out here to make sure that they come closer to you. Everything is out there waiting for us. So I look at it like every morning when you say it, it gets closer and it gets closer. And oh, I got a phone call. Someone said that they had a condo in the same building that I want. How did that happen? How did that happen? It's got the water view. All of that's just coming closer and closer because I kept manifesting it every day, looking at it like it's mine, it's mine. And then below that, the 5 intentions of what I plan to do, how I plan to feel, how much money I plan to receive. Number 1 through 10 is gratitude. If you are not in a state of gratitude, it's going to be hard for you. It's going to be hard. I'm so happy and grateful now for God's favor. I'm so happy and grateful now for winning. I'm so happy and grateful now for my health. I'm so happy and grateful now for my home, car, gas, and utilities being on. I'm so happy and grateful now for daily deposits going into my account. I'm so happy and grateful now for my creative mind. I'm so happy and grateful now for funding my business over $1 million. I'm so happy and grateful now. I've helped over 100 people in their marketing business. Key, how are you helping other people? Okay, you're speaking things into existence and seeing things in what you already have and what you've already done. I'm so happy and grateful now for 10 new paying coaching clients. I'm so happy and grateful now for my family and friends. This flow changes every day. But if you're not practicing what you're grateful for, everything that you're looking for is gone to the wind. It's pissed out the door because God's like, you're not even grateful for you walking today. Like you're walking and that's not you by yourself. You opened your eyes today and didn't give gratitude. No thanks, nothing. You just got up and go. All right, great. But you keep asking me for stuff. So you understand this is first in the morning. Then I do my rant. I sit on the side of the bed or I'm in the shower at this point doing my rants. At this point, you should have a power like no one else because you've got a natural energy that is unshakable. It's unshakable. And at that point, then I can go to work. I'm happy. I'm already attracting the right people to come into my business. I'm only looking for pre-approved, ready, willing, and able clients to call me. I'm not looking for just clients. So for those that are in sales, you don't want just people. You want to be specific on what kind of client are you looking for? I'm looking for realistic, paying, happy customers. Whatever that looks like for you. Okay? Whatever that looks like for you. You guys can find me on social media. Everything is Lorie Woodruff. I now have a music page. I'm about to share with you. What you were hearing in the beginning is the inspirational channel. So it's called Unleashed Sounds. So I started that channel so that I can have motivation throughout your day. So a lot of times I'm listening to a lot of background music and it's coming from this channel that I created. So I wanted to share that with you so that when you're working, you're welcome, Barrington. When you're working, you've got some power in you. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. I've got my phone number right here on the board. You've got access to the link, I want to make sure that I'm following up with you on some kind of strategy that's going to work for you. So there's my link right there. And my saying is, say yes to yourself and the world is yours. Stop saying no. Stop giving yourself limitations on all these things. And remember, everything that you say is programmed and could be programming someone else. I want you all to do this. This is your assignment. You see this stack of money right here? It's $10,000. It's not real. Okay. I want you to go to Amazon. I'm going to drop this link for those that are online. And I want you to buy this. If you've already been in my coaching sessions before, you probably already have some. And I like to give it away. Some of the kids in my neighborhood, I give it to them. I give it away. And I let them know, yo, this is not real. So don't think it is. But I give it to them to inspire them that this is your money. And I come back sometimes weeks later and they still have it. I got the money. I still got it. Can I have some more? I'm like, absolutely, you can have some more. Okay. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with the money? Okay. So go to Amazon. Here's the link. It's only for $8.49, right? Just put in Amazon prop money. Amazon prop money. This is the least expensive one. Y'all, it comes wrapped already with a $10,000 wrap seal. And you know what I do with this? I leave this in my purse. Why? Because I want money. I'm surrounded by money. So it stays in my purse. And at night, I take it out and put it on my nightstand. Put it on nightstand. So I'm going to drop this link so that you all can go to Amazon and get you some. Tonight, put it in your cart and actually get it out. So that's the Amazon link. Go to Amazon and just put in $100 bills, prop money, and you will see. So these will be shipped to you. You get however many you want, right? So, and I take it out, and as I'm doing my rants, I'm imagining, Jasmine, what is this money doing for me? Here's my condo in DC. Here it is. I'm buying the furniture. Got it. Paying the utilities up for 1 year. Got it. Paying cash for my house, not just down payment. I'm paying cash for my house. The Porsche, I'm paying cash. All of them paying cash for it. So all of this goes along with manifesting. Money is paper. So is this. I'm not sending it to the store. This is my money to manifest. This is my money to touch, feel, play with, and manifest. This is my money going into my Navy Federal checking account. This is it. Shuffle the money, touch it, feel it, roll around with it in the bed, get a couple clips and do that. But that's $10,000 right here. So if that's what you have to imagine, this is what I'm making, well then cool. 2 stacks of these are going into my account since I'm making 20 grand a month easily. I make $20,000 a month. Okay. So that's one thing I wanted to share with you. Also, the link to the page. Here's the page right here. So here's the page that I created. A couple of months ago, I had some people make music for me, but then I just started creating it. Unleashed sounds. Again, these are the visuals that you were looking at. For those that were first chiming into Zoom, here are the videos that I just started out by putting. So this one has the visuals. As you see, it's got the house, it's got the boat, you know, it's putting you into that mode of I'm rich, I'm wealthy, I've got everything I need. I got some other ones on here that got Eric Thomas talking, Les Brown, Steve Harvey is on this one talking about gratitude. So I'm gonna drop this link in the chat box for you as well, so you can grab that. I'm just arming you with what's going to work. Is that going there? There it is. What did you guys get from today? I'm done. I'm done. Unleashed Sounds. It's a whole nother music channel. So just got that launched this week. You guys got the work? You guys got the link? So you can make these appointments with me. The streams of income that I shared with you, of making up to $2,000 in commissions, I'll talk with you about that, but I would say because the month of December, I'm not going to be hosting any classes. I'm going to be spending a lot of time just getting that launched so that everything for my business will be digital. And so if that's something that interests you, where you want to share that type of opportunity and get up to, just imagine if you shared that with 3 people and they signed up for a $2,000 package. That's $6,000. You didn't have to do a meeting. You didn't have to do any kind of, let's talk about it on a Zoom. You can if you want, but the business is already running. They do all the work. All I got to do is help you get your marketing stuff together. But, you know, that's easy. That part's easy, but a lot of things are already in place. I want to make sure that you all are set for the next couple of months. If you're working a job, great, amazing. You need one more. If you're not working right now and you're focusing on, I only have $1,000, Lorie, to my name. I just showed you the secret. You're going to have to deposit something to get your personal development or to get something going. You're going to have to deposit some kind of seed to get it going. And you got to make sure that you pray and ask God, first of all, where do you want me? Where do you want me? Like, don't just go because your cousin is over there or your best friend said this is a good opportunity. I need you to figure out, first of all, Lorie, let's do this purpose finder quiz because I need to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. And then we need to figure out what direction will be better for you. When I took that quiz, it was 2016 or 17. I was still in real estate, but none of my answers said I was supposed to be in real estate. Go figure that. The answers that were on mine were, what do I love to do? Create income, teach, acting, helping others. Those were my 4 answers. None of them specifically said you have to do that through real estate. So many of you may have traits and you're figuring out, well, I work for NASA or I work for the government, but my passion is really opening up this daycare. My passion is really, you know, opening up a facility just for dogs, for pets. Who knows? We need to figure it out. But I don't want you to get stuck in, well, my 9 to 5 does this. That's just making you money. What's your passion and what God wants you to do is what's on here. I promise you that. So we need to figure out what you need to be doing first. We'll do that quiz you can take on it's in my Linktree link. So let me see exactly where. When you go to Linktree, there are a few things on here. You've got the music. You've got how to get your own e-commerce business, if that's something, if my story resonated with you on how you can get a profitable online business, watch that video. And if that's something you want to do, then maybe you want to talk to me about that. Learn to be an online influencer. I think that one's $250. Take that certification so that you can be an online influencer. How to start your own credit repair process. If you're looking to get a copy of your credit reports and to get the dispute letters, if you need to do credit repair, then I've got that ebook and detailed process in here. But for what you all need, I got to put it on here. It's under check out all my other referrals because I can't put them all on one page. I can't put them all on one page. That Purpose Finder quiz is right here. So go under other referrals and you'll be able to check that out. It's free. It's free. And I really want that to be a moment where it's an enlightening moment where you figure out that's my breakthrough moment. That's my breakthrough moment right there. Okay. So that's all I have that I really wanted to share with you. I pray that this formula worked for many of you out here and it will be a transformation that you start today. not just something that you pick up on Monday and then pick up again in January. I mean, daily, like bathing, brushing your teeth. It is that important for you to understand how you can manifest anything in your life. You have to be patient with the timeline, but you have to go in with zero doubt. When you're driving, you got that parking space. When you're going in for a relationship, ladies, stop calling all men dogs. Women, stop calling all men dogs. Men, stop thinking that all women are difficult. If you keep saying that, then that's what you keep attracting. So switch it up, try something different. I am excited about meeting my husband. There was one point that I was writing in my journal. I'm so happy and grateful now for my loving husband. God has a sense of humor. So when he brings guys to me, sometimes it could be somebody else's husband. I'm like, that's not who I asked for. Or it could be, he's not really ready to be a husband quite yet. All right. So I'm like, God, you got a little sense of humor on that one. So I'm looking for a single guy. I'm like, okay, let me break down all the things I need, but be careful with what you write and what you manifest, because you'll be surprised. You will start to see that happen in your space. So understand that you've got that power. You've got that power. You know, I'm not just a business coach. We're a real estate agent. A lot of things that we touch can't be done until the personal development is done. And that was my secret that I'm thankful that I learned back in 2010. And I experienced different facets of how it looks, but the vision board is key. So if you have to at least start with anything, go to the dollar store, go to Five and Below, Target, Walmart, get yourself a vision board and start with thinking, what needs to go on this board? Where do I see myself in the next 5 years? Just ask questions. Don't ask how it's going to get done. Just ask yourself, what do I need to do? Well, what does my future look like? Are you an author? Are you opening up a storefront? Are you looking to get married? Like, all of those things need to be transferred to that. And you need to go cut out the floor plans. You need to, as crazy as it sounds, I want you to go online and I want you to look at that house. And I want you just to think about you walking around it. I want you to focus on walking from the upstairs, putting your hands down the rail and walking into the kitchen. The marble floor, you can see it. You can see the fireplace lit up. You can see the 3-car garage. You can see it. You see the driver picking you up when you're ready. When you're ready, he's outside. Okay, you see the driver. He's dressed in black. He's got the black Denali. He's opening the door for you. Like, I want you to be that crystal clear with the intentions of what you're looking for. And you have that permission. 5 minutes, just gaze the hell out. Just go, Yep, I see it. Relentless. That's how you have to be. So I thank you guys for joining. If you need to get in touch with me, I think you have all ways that you can get in touch with me, and I'll be waiting to hear from you. You guys have a great one.